I don't know what is your case, but my life truly changed in my 20s. How did I go from a small city in the center of Colombia to now believing in what apparently is the best city in the world, Vienna? No, it's not a coincidence. No, I don't come from a wealthy family. No, I didn't go to private schools or universities. Parents also didn't have financial funds to send me to study abroad. No, I didn't have family or relatives out of Colombia. For me, the context is like you are born here, you grow up here, you study here, you stay here, because the opportunities for you to leave your country are very low. Please save this video, subscribe, because right now I'm going to tell you the secret. The secret to change everything in your life is your mindset. By the way, my name is Daniel. I'm from the beautiful country of Colombia. I've been living in Europe for the last 11 years, where the last 2 I've been living here in the city of Vienna, Austria. So literally everything changed when I was in my 20s. Something around my, 19 years old, 20, 21, something around there, my switch just changed. It was just a different thing. My switch turned on, like, my man, you have to leave. Bro, you have to, come on. Chances are there. We have to look for chances. You have to go. You have to, pursue your dreams. So let's take a seat and I'm going to tell you a story just 2-3 minutes. I promise. Just to put perspective in this, my parents, they were teachers all their lives. And I remember my mom bringing colleagues home for dinner, for a coffee, to have a chat, sometimes share a cup of coffee or a glass of wine. And I always, literally, this happened so many times. The friends of my mom, they were telling her about their life situation, where the kids were, and they were like, oh, my son Sebastian, now he's finishing his master's in Germany. Oh, and my daughter Susan, she went to the United States. Oh, and the cousin of my friend of whoever now is in Australia. Oh, and who came back from Japan? And I'm just there as a kid, like, wow, so probably one day that's gonna happen to me as well. I'm gonna leave and my mom is gonna be telling the stories about the son and the daughter, my sister, exploring around the world and stuff like that. Then when I was in my teenage years, the story continued. I was finishing my first degree, and still, I didn't have the projection of leaving. Basically, I'm gonna finish my program and I'm gonna stay in Colombia. That's it. Why? And again, it's not me trying to see myself as a victim, but I do see that the mindset that I was surrounded by was not very positive, because everything was, the first thing is money. And that's not my case specifically. It's, in general, many Colombians might say the same. Many people from Latin America might say the same. Who doesn't want to go and, study in the US, Canada, the UK, Europe? But then it comes down to money. When you check, you do your calculations, you are like, I have zero chance to leave. Like, how? No, I don't have the money to leave. I can't leave. Simple as that. You can't. My family, I had the situation of, if you leave, it's going to be far away. You don't have family abroad. You're going to be alone in the world. It's expensive, like this and that. So basically, you create a bubble around you, a bubble that is somehow not true. It's hard to break, yes, but it's possible. So again, when I was something around 19, 20, 21, I started thinking seriously about how to live. How are these people living? Because I also had friends of friends, or like brothers, sisters, cousins of my friends, who are like, oh, where is Laura? Oh, Laura, no, she just left. She just, she left to Sydney to study, or she left to do, there were many of these options for girls doing au pair, like nannies in the United States or in Europe. And many people just living. How do these people do it? And I started talking to my parents. I think I was 20, 21. And they were like, Daniel, no, what are you talking about? What do you mean leaving? What do you mean Australia, the UK, that's so far? How are we going to visit you? How are you going to visit us? How much is the university tuition? Oh my God. You translate those numbers in pounds, in euros to Colombian pesos, and that's like, just stop it. Then I turned 21 and I was like, I need to leave. No. How is that possible? Like, I have hands, I have legs, I have a brain that still works. Like, no, let's do some research. Let's find the secret. How is it that people live? They fulfill the dreams. They just get out of this context. I want to see what else the world has to offer. One day when I was finishing one lecture at the university, there was this, I guess the name is student fair, the student fairs. And there are these events where many universities representatives, they come to your city, and they have a stall, and they have University of Ontario, University of London, University of New York, University of many universities and colleges from around the world. They get together in these university fairs or student fairs to just provide information to people in case you want to ask, or in case you have inquiries about I want to apply to your university, how to do it, what is the paperwork, what are the requirements from your university, and stuff like that. And a couple of my friends, they were like, Daniel, we're gonna go down to, it was in a hotel, it was in the events room of a hotel, a very well-known hotel in my city. And they were like, we're gonna go to the fair just for fun. We just wanna check universities, receive information. And actually, the thing of my friends, they wanna come to this place because usually in these fairs, you receive goodies. You know what I mean? Basically, you walk around and they give you like these bags, and they give you pencils, and they give you notebooks, and they give you magnets, and they give you candies. They give you sometimes very, very cool stuff, like nice highlighters and stuff, silly stuff, but it's cool. You just walk around and you end up with stuff, goodies. I had no plan, and I was like, yeah, let's go. We came to this place and it was packed. Many students from different universities in my city were there. Obviously, they also wanted to have information, ask things to these universities from around the world, and etc., etc. I came down with two friends, and literally 1 minute after we entered to the place, they disappeared. I look at them, and they are receiving goodies from this place, and they are receiving like energetic drinks because they give you stuff. And they are walking around. They didn't care about the fair itself. They were getting the goodies. But in my case, something caught my eye. And I had this little like earworm saying like, wait, this is the chance to get to know a little. You have a couple of questions, Daniel. It's time to ask questions. Do you know how much it is to go to these universities? Ask. Do you know how much your program would cost? Ask. Do you know what is the paperwork? Just ask. Life, universe took me to a place that I was kind of craving for some time. And I was there with my bag as a student. I was like this, I started walking around, and whoa, my mind went crazy. When I saw these people literally from New York, from Boston, from Quebec, from Toronto, from London, from Manchester, from Paris, from Australia, from Germany, and they had these beautiful stalls with these adverts and pictures of this like Munich and University of Munich and this, and you are like, I was like this, does that exist? Like, do people go to those universities in those cities? Like, I was like mind blown. I started walking around, I was receiving flyers, informations, and it was, welcome to University of Washington, the programs. And I was like, and I started talking. I was walking around. I like this university. And I was like, hi, I would like to know if you offer these programs, like programs that I would like to have for my master's or for a postgraduate program. How much is it? Where is this place? Is it expensive? As a Colombian, can I apply for any scholarship? They were like, of course. Look, we offer this scholarship, this one, and this discount, and you can do all these things that I had in my mind about you can. In this place, obviously, I know there is marketing. I understand that. I know that they were there to sell. I know they were there to sell. For the first time, everyone was saying yes to me. Everyone, all these people. Is it expensive? No. You have this chance. You can have a loan. You can have a student loan. You can apply to a scholarship. You don't worry. We have the whole team at the university that is going to help you with relocation, with flights, with just moving to our city in Europe, in the United States. Like, you don't have to worry about anything. You can do it. Just take this information. I was brainwashed. I came home late. My mom was there. I got dinner. I sat down, my mom was like, oh, where were you? And I was like, oh, look, I was in this place, and look, I got flyers and goodies and pictures of universities. And my mom was like, wow, this looks amazing. Can you imagine yourself studying there? Wow. In that moment, when she said that, wow, can you imagine yourself studying in this university? That changed everything. Because for the very first time, I said, like, Mom, actually, I do see myself studying in that university. And I do see myself living. I do see myself pursuing my dreams. I actually want to try it out because I was dead serious. You know what I mean? Like I was serious. I was not like fantasizing. I was like, I want to do it. My mom, literally the first thing that she says like, but how? And I was like, yeah, mom. I was wondering how, and I already have some answers. Not everything, but some answers. Now, it was difficult for me, and I think that that's why I've learned so much in these years. And since that time, that now is like 12 years ago, because I didn't have anyone to guide me. I didn't have anyone to give me the instructions step by step. Literally everything that I knew and that I know now is because I looked for the information. I was asking, I was calling, I was looking for my own resources. And my parents, that's why I love them. They say like, let's look for information. You know that we have some limitations. We can work together as much as we can. Let's look for information. There is nothing wrong as, having information. We are not saying yes, no, because it doesn't matter what we say. It's if we can help somehow, we would help. If we can't, we just can't, Daniel. And that's it. I started calling some universities, sending emails, asking for scholarships. I talked to my banks. Like there are some banks I wouldn't say banks, I would say like financial institutions for students where you can get loans to study or loans when you want to relocate abroad to study, for example, a master's degree or something. And then a couple of months passed and basically everything came down to money. Plan B, I'm going to take a loan. Yes, I'm going to be in debt for a couple of years. Yeah. Obviously, you have to be careful when you take the loan from and etc. But if it's just the money, no, that's not an excuse. Do it. Go for it. I chose one university. So at the end, I chose one university that was offering the program that I wanted. And it was in Leicester, United Kingdom. I started having contact with them, questions, callings, and I was like, yeah, I want to start this program with you next autumn. They were like, yeah, this is the amount of money that you need. This is what you need for the flights, for the accommodation, because I lived in the campus of the university, which was also a dream, but it was way more money because it was the tuition from the program, from the university, plus accommodation. So I was paying my little my little room in a flat with other students in the campus of the university, which was amazing. And that was an amazing experience, but way more money. I applied for a scholarship, and guess what? I got it. It was not like huge that I'm basically, half of my money is done. No, it's not done, but it was £10,000. It was not super easy, but it was okay. I had an interview with one coordinator of my program at the university. You have to explain why you think you deserve that scholarship. And basically, yeah, you have to write an essay, like a presentation letter, stuff that anyone can do. And I got it. But then it was like £10,000 that I just earned with scholarships. If I hadn't done any research about the scholarships, I would have paid £10,000 more in Colombian pesos. So for me, that was like big. That was a huge help. So step one, boom, scholarships done. And literally, I started something January, February, after I went to this university students fair. And then when I was around July, everything was almost done. So almost in 6 months, when I was 21 years old, everything changed. I started, and then like in 5 months, I was already, Mom, we have to buy some suitcases. I'm packing my clothes right now. That's it. I'm leaving. And then in July, one day I was in Colombia, and the next day I woke up in the UK, starting a master's degree in Leicester University. And then when I finished my master's degree, I looked for jobs in Europe. I got a job here. I got a job there. I was here. And I've been moving in Europe, in different countries, in the UK, in Poland, in Germany, now in Austria, many different cities, different experiences. But everything happened because I changed my mindset. And I'm telling you this because I'm such a regular person from a regular family. That's why I feel like if I can do it, literally, you can do it. If you check my channel, I have a couple of more videos about relocating to Europe, renting houses, apartments in Europe, more detailed story of how I moved literally from Colombia to Europe, like with more details and everything that I did from country to country, paperwork, visas. I have that in my YouTube. Go check it out and don't forget to subscribe. So I don't want to sound like a coach. I'm trying to motivate you, but actually, yes, I want to motivate you because you can. And the thing is the mindset, because you can. If I can do it, you can do it. Literally, it comes down to two things. Literally, two things. These two things are the two things that make this video worth it. Worth it. Things that literally can change your life, like now. One thing is your mindset. That's the first thing, your mindset. There are people who you are like, how did this person do it when this person has everything against him or her? Sometimes they have really bad life situations and people become successful because of their mindset. The mindset. And the mindset is not something that you have to sit down and it's waking up one day and saying like, what is it that I want and how can I get it? How can I get it? And then you're gonna have a list of 10,000 steps to get what you want. But now you have the list. Start one by one, one by one. Number two, simple as this, information is power. Information is power. I feel that in my life that has like meaning, that makes sense. You are close-minded and you think that you cannot do it because you lack information. Literally, for example, for the scholarships, they say, if you check in Google, there are statistics. They say that not everyone is taking advantage of all the scholarships that are being offered in the world by financial institutions, by banks, or by universities. They are giving away scholarships and people don't know about them. They don't ask about them, so nobody applies. They are waiting for you to ask. There are chances. I know stories of people who get like 50% scholarship, or obviously the 100% scholarships exist. You have to apply for them. Yes, you need a very good reason, but come on, you are smart. You have to come out with a good idea. Why do you need that 100% scholarship? Yeah, get it. Invent a story, whatever you have to do, but you have to get it. Get it. One, information about scholarship or financial aids. And secondly, information about places, universities, or if you want to work, information about what is the situation with your residence permit, your visas, how can you apply for those, how can you apply for those jobs, what are the requirements. Literally everything comes down to information. I don't want to feel like like I'm motivating you to change your life. Like, well, actually, yes, I want to motivate you. My purpose is to show you like, yeah, you can fulfill your dreams, and it just requires a little bit of courage, bravery, because you have to break your comfort zone, look for information, and change your mindset. That's all. That's all. So guys, if you want to keep in touch and know a little bit more about me or whatever, just go check my TikTok and Instagram, merakium.merakium. I do write. I love writing. One day, hopefully, I become a famous writer for some reason, but that's one of my dreams. And I do write a lot, poetry and stuff in TikTok and Instagram, photography, and many other things. So this is everything for this video. Please do not forget to subscribe, to like, to comment. That's gonna help me a lot. I wish you an amazing day, and time to refill my coffee. Have a lovely day. See you soon.